Hi guys, how you going? I'll give it a few minutes. Just wait and see if anyone comes on. Hey Ronette, how you going? I hope you're having or you've had a nice day. Oh. I'll just wait and see if anyone comes on, anyone else comes on. And we're going to talk about Pegasus today, Ronette. Oh, half your luck. It's cold over here. I'd like to say it's freezing, but compared to some of the weather you girls get over there, it's just cold. But I'm a wuss. I hate winter. I'm definitely a summer girl. I can't. Well, our winter hasn't even started yet. I can't even wait for summer. That's sad. I'm pretty lucky, because we don't get snow or anything here. So, and I guess it gets to maybe 1 degrees on really cold nights. But other than that, I'm just a wuss. All right, well, we might get started then. Looks like it's just me and you tonight, so we can have some fun. So as I said, I'm going to talk about Pegasus. I'll do a little bit about the mythology of Pegasus, and then I'll get into some other stuff. And you can ask questions, add stuff, whatever you want while we're going along. All right, so he was an immortal winged horse and one of the most recognised in Greek mythology. He's known as the winged master of the air and the hoofed master of the land. It's said that he could fly through water and air and water. And he's often associated with the element water because of his father Poseidon, and because it's said that if he struck the ground with his hoof, a spring of water would appear. It said he was one of... Hey, Kathy, how are you? So I just started. You've only missed about a minute's worth of stuff. So I'll just keep going. There are a few versions of how Pegasus came to be in mythology. In archaic Greek mythology, is said to be foaled by Gorgon Medusa when she was depicted as a mare. In later myths, he's said to have sprang forth from his pregnant mother's neck after Perseus had beheaded her. Pegasus emerged as a fully grown winged horse, while his brother, and forgive me, Chrysaor, emerged as either a giant or a winged boar. In another version, it said he was born from the blood of Medusa as it lay on the ground after she was killed by Perseus. It's also said that Athena tamed and trained Pegasus, and that he was caught by the Greek hero Bellerophon with the help of Athena and Poseidon near the fountain Pirene. he allowed sorry, I'm not good with names. Bellerophon to ride him to defeat the monstrous Chimera, and they were a fire-breathing hybrid creature made up of different animal parts. The Chimera. It's said that Bellerophon fell from Pegasus when he was trying to reach Mount Olympus, where the deities resided. But Pegasus then kept riding to the heavens, where he took his place among the stars. In another version of the story, Pegasus was Zeus's warhorse, and he was responsible for carrying Zeus's thunder and lightning during their battles. He, as I said before, he could strike the ground with his hoof to create a spring of water, and is said to have stayed by Zeus's side through every battle. And as a reward of his bravery and loyalty, Zeus then placed him in the sky as a constellation. So any comments or anything on that? Anything to add? Feel free. Jump on in any time, girls. All right, well, so I'll talk about a little bit about what Pegasus symbolises and represents. So, let me get that there. Pegasus is usually a white colour, which is the... Oh. Ronette just said she knows nothing about Pegasus. Is there only one? I guess in Greek mythology there was. But I don't really know. I guess you'd be calling nowadays, we're calling on the spirit of Pegasus, so I hope that answers your question, Ronette. So he's usually a white colour, which is the essence of grace and purity, and it's said that that's how we know we're in heaven, when we see the white Pegasus with us. When the Pegasus is black, he represents the deep mystery of the vast expansive realms of the entire universe. So I guess if you want to do work in different realms, you could call on Pegasus to help assist with that. He represents... good, Renette. He represents living life to our highest vibration, where the doors of possibility are flung wide open. He brings earth and sky together and is the embodiment of as above, so below. Alright, so what have I done here? Missed the page, sorry. So he also brings the sacred blessing of lifting sadness and sorrow and opens the way to new heights of joy, laughter and bliss. Pegasus embodies the adventurous freedom of wild horse medicine, and it won't be tethered or held back from its mission. What saying's that, Ronette? I don't even know what I said. Oh, as above, so below. Yes. I think that's what you meant. He represents attaining ultimate freedom with no boundaries of time or space. And this magnificent creature can come to us in our time of greatest need to lift us above the ordinary and take us to the extraordinary. So that's pretty special, isn't it? Sorry, just get my notes over again. Pegasus also symbolises living the life we were born to live without restraints or fears of being judged. So if you're struggling with feeling restrained in any way, or being judged and in any way, then you could call on Pegasus to help lift that feeling. So he also symbolises unity, loyalty, creativity, thirst, strength, hope, freedom, wisdom, imagination, and speed. It's a symbol of the power of the creative spirit in all of us. So I was going to get any questions or anything so far? Because I was just going to talk about Pegasus as a spirit animal, if that's okay. All right. So Pegasus can enter our lives for several reasons. It may herald clairvoyance, into your life. As Pegasus guides those who've passed to the heavens, he may have a message for you from ancestors or from friends who have already crossed over. He may come to you if you're facing a particularly hard time in your life. He comes to remind us that there's light at the end of the tunnel. He may come to you to whisper the need for faithfulness and devotion in your life. And as a warrior spirit animal, they teach us lessons of bravery and courage as well. So as the horse of Zeus, Pegasus might also come to us to act as a protector. So you could, we'll get into that in a minute. Hey Christy, how you going? So I've started, so you might want to watch. I've just talked a bit about the mythology of Pegasus and a little bit about Pegasus's what it symbolises and represents. And I was just talking a bit about why it might enter our lives as a spirit animal. So you can just watch the replay a bit if you like on that. I hope you're doing well. Oh, no, I'm glad. I'm glad you're still kicking, lovey. Sorry if you heard that. That was a message from my mum. So, totem animal. Pegasus is a totem animal, and that's some say that that's the animal, the totem animal that you're born with. So if you're born with Pegasus as a totem animal, and they are very rare people, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about what qualities they possess. So they can inspire those around them and often share ancient wisdom. They like to be creative and they have a true artistic passion. And they're usually very flexible people. They're also very intuitive and they may show signs of telepathy. Where am I? But, sorry. They, as Pegasus is their totem animal, they want to soar to the heavens where they can absorb the higher energies, which means sometimes they're slightly out of touch with reality. And they can also struggle to keep their hooves on the ground when in contemplation. So again, they like to get up into the air and absorb those higher energies to solve their problems. And they need to find ways to keep themselves grounded. And they tend to have a natural affinity for water as well as the sound of rolling thunder. So Pegasus also, as a spirit animal, symbolises a lot of qualities of horse. So you could look them up as well if you want. They're got some great qualities. I'll just get something. Hold on. All right. So I'll just go with this book. I'll just talk a little bit about. I'll tell you a little bit about horses' qualities. No, sorry, gotta find it. So horse is all about freedom. That's its highest priority, which again Pegasus represents. I'll just this is a really good book if you want to have a look at spirit animals, but it doesn't have Pegasus in it. It has a lot of others. It does have dragons and a couple of other mythological creatures, but it didn't have Pegasus. So I've got all my notes bloody mixed up. So I'll just go again through what Pegasus represents, and then I'll talk about if Pegasus comes to you in your dreams, and then you can ask me some questions or anything if you want. It does sound like, yes, Christy, you're right. It's actually a really good good one to call on. Because I've got a couple of ideas what you could call on Pegasus for in your life, in your witchcraft. So it's all about living the life we were born to live without restraints or fears of being judged. And yes, all witches want that, don't we? It's about unity, loyalty, creativity, thirst, strength, hope, freedom, wisdom, imagination, and speed. And again, it symbolises the power of the creative spirit in all of us. I'll just talk a little bit about if Pegasus comes to you in a dream. So when you dream of Pegasus or see him during meditation, you're dreaming and imagining yourself opening up to extraordinary things. Pegasus exposes the dreams of our inner child, and it helps us to bring these dreams to realization. Pegasus wants you to uncover and manifest those inner child dreams. But you need to be able to, in order to do that, you need to be able to arise above the obstacles in your path and to fulfill that inner child dream. They're asking you to escape the ordinary and enter the extraordinary. So that's basically what Pegasus is all about. Leaving the mundane and getting into the magical. So I haven't got much more on Pegasus. There's not a lot of information out there. There's a lot on the mythological side, but if that's what you're interested in, then you can check all that out for yourself. The few versions I gave, sorry, I'm trying to put my hair up, lost my glasses, were the most common ones that I found. Yeah, so if you're interested in the mythological side, you can check that out. Just a couple of ideas to call on Pegasus. So when situations call for strength, courage, hope, creativity, imagination, freedom, unity, and loyalty, then you could call on Pegasus to assist in any of those situations. Does anyone have any questions? because that was a really, really quick live. I don't even know how long I've been on for, but that was very quick. So do you have any questions or anything? Definitely have a look. There's not, as I said, there's not, there's a lot of information out there. There's a lot on the mythological side, as I said, and there's a fair bit on Pegasus' spirit animal and totem animal and all that sort of stuff, but it all basically says the same kind of stuff, which is all the main bits I picked out. Oh, wow. Wow, Christy, that's interesting. Maybe you were meant to help him fly in your dreams. I don't know. That's interesting. I'll see if I can look that up somewhere. Definitely have a look at, if you want to look at the sort of spiritual side of Pegasus. Yeah, that I would want to know more too. That sounds really interesting. If you want to know more about the spiritual side of Pegasus and the meaning, like spirit animal and totem animal and stuff, then definitely have a look. Look that up, but have a look at horses' qualities as well. I do a little bit, yeah. I think I always have. I have. Well, horse is my main spirit animal. It's yeah, and unicorns and Pegasus are two that I do work with as well. I do. I like to call them when the game when like I want to get out of the mundane world. Take me out. And sometimes when you need that, you need that higher vibrational energy to work with as well. And Pegasus can help you soar into that, so you could call in to tap into that as well. Is there any other questions? I'm sorry, that was so quick. There was a fair bit of information in it. I just talked very quickly, I think. Is there any other... do you have any questions or anything? Or do you want to talk about any of those aspects of Pegasus? Christy asked if Pegasus is actually a horse with wings, or is it more involved than that? Well, no, but technically it is a horse with wings. Let me just find the beginning of where I started. He was an immortal winged horse and one of the most recognized creatures in Greek mythology. So yeah, he was a immortal winged horse. He was one of two children of Poseidon and Medusa. And there are a few versions. Oh, thank you, Christy. There are a few versions of how he came to be. But all of them were basically when Medusa was killed by Perseus. So they say that Pegasus either sprung from her neck when she was beheaded or from her blood when it lay on the ground. So, or when she was depicted as a mare, he was foaled. So yes, he is a winged horse. Well, is there anything else? Did you find that interesting? Did you have a favourite point, or did I just ramble? I'm sorry. I guess what I really like about Pegasus is that that it can help you reach that high vibration where the doors are flung open, and you can, like, the possibilities are endless. So that's it's his. It's actually said that he was tamed. Because it's said that Bellerophon actually rode him to defeat the monstrous chimera. But that was the only account that I could find where he was ridden. Mostly he is just flying by himself. He was carrying Zeus's lightning and thunder. So he wasn't actually carrying Zeus, but... So I hope that answered your question, Renette. Mythology can be a bit sort of vague with so many different versions of it, I suppose. Yeah, definitely have a look into it, Christy. It's quite fascinating creature, and you can call on it like in your magical workings. I guess if you're doing any like if you're working to get some strength or courage or hope or anything like that, even creative ideas, and imagine, like, to boost your imagination, especially if you're looking for some unity and loyalty in relationships, and freedom. Pegasus is all about freedom and being able to soar to reach that higher potential. So I hope that was useful in some way. So if there aren't any other questions or anything, I might end it here. I know that was quite short, but if you have any other questions, please ask them. I actually have put these up in... Let me just get my notes. Hold on. Oh, there it is. Oh, shit. All right. So I put it up in Google Classroom, and so you can access that and print off the notes if you like. So you don't have to write everything. So I should have said that at the beginning. I'm so sorry. Oh, jeez. Thank you, Christy. I like doing them, even though I'm still very nervous. So Google Classroom, in that, and I don't have the code on me, but it is in, it's on our main page. So you can get that from there. So I've put that in for you to access. I've also put the, most of the other lives I've done. So waxing and waning moons in there. There's a thing on retrogrades, colours and their correspondences. The crystals mini live that I did on the Septarian, Mukite and Clear Quartz is in there. And other ones as well. There's about 4 others, I think, so far, or 5. So have a look at that, because there's a lot of information in there. Oh, thank you, girls. Can you hear that bird? That's my rainbow lorikeet. He's just outside my window, chatting away. So, yeah, that's about all I have. Definitely get on and get into Google Classroom. I'm gonna put all my notes in there so you don't have to write up them. You can just print them off and stick them wherever you want to put them. And I will do the blue chalcedony and blue lace agate one live that I did. I'll put those notes up soon too. All right. Oh, cool. Well, it's in there, Christy. So just print it off and put it in your boss or. All right, girls. Thank you for coming on, and I hope that was useful. As I said, get into Google Classroom and print off those notes because it saves you a lot of writing and stuff. But thank you for coming on and watching, and I hope you have a great night over there. And blessed be. I'll see you soon. Christy's going back to bed. Take care. I love you all too. See ya. Bye.